I got you. I hope you got. I got you. I got you. Yeah. It's Halloween, and I got you. Frankenstein. Hello and welcome to my thoughts and opinions generally on the 1931 movie Frankenstein. No word of a lie, I am actually reviewing this because one or two things. One, I'm not really a horror fan. I do not really like horror. I don't like Halloween. So that's why I did not review like a proper scary, horror, frightening movie. Instead, I decided to redo Frankenstein instead because it's not outdated, but it's just so far in the past that by today's standards, it's not scary. So the story of Frankenstein is... Seriously? You want to know the story of Frankenstein? Okay, right. So basically Frankenstein, this guy called Frankenstein makes a monster. Boom. But he can't look after the monster properly. So yeah, stuff happens, doesn't it? Yeah. Boom. Also, before we start, I want to say something very, very important. The monster is not called Frankenstein, okay? Frankenstein is the scientist, known as Victor Frankenstein. In this movie, he's called Henry Frankenstein for some reason. The monster is just the monster. He hasn't got a name. They never gave him a name. He's just the monster. So, looking back on it from the past to modern day standards, yeah, it is not scary at all. It's more comedic and more very... If you look at it in a very sarcastic way, it is quite funny. I'll give you an example. There's, right in the start, there's the Frankenstein's wife-to-be, and he's speaking to one of Frankenstein's teachers. And he's basically going like, "Oh, please help us. We need to find Henry Frankenstein." And the doctor's like, "Oh, no, I can't help you with that. I can't help you at all. I've got to go on and do my work." "Oh, please, it will be alright. Please, I need your help. Please find Victor for me." Not Victor, Henry. Henry, please. "Well, alright then. I can't refuse an answer from a lady." That's generally one of the lines, roughly, not quoting, but roughly like that. It's saying, yeah, either do your work, mate, or help this woman. Another scene that I cannot, that I found really, really funny. The monster got knocked out by Frankenstein and the professor. So they're going like, oh, come on, we need to pick him up. And then suddenly, this random guy comes in like, "Guys, what's the matter? The blasted thing nearly killed us. We need to get it into the this room immediately. What's the matter?" "Oh, it's your wife and your father. They're coming up the hill right now." "Oh no, let's grab the monster and get it into the room, whatever it's called. I can't remember." But it's like that corny stuff that you think, oh wow, this is really corny, that it gets used in sketch shows and stuff like that. And you're like, oh wow, this was proper mainstream material back in the day. Jeez. One of my favorite, and this is probably my favorite bit of the movie, was I think the monster escapes and he just runs around in the field going, "Oh, what the frick is everything? What is this? What is this thing?" It's a bush. But he walks around and he sees a little child, starts chatting with the little child, and the little child's like, "Look, you got flowers and you can throw them into the river and they float." So this is meant to be very traumatic, but he just goes, "Oh," grabs the little child. Whee! Don't know, it's meant to be traumatic that he killed a child in the river. I just burst out laughing. I know it's really bad, I know. Forgive me for my sins, but that was really funny in my opinion. I'm sorry. Also, I want to clarify that it's not good to go and chuck people into rivers. I only find it funny in the way they portrayed it. I've got to say, the star of the show is Colin Clive, who was Henry Frankenstein. I thought his performance was very diverse and interesting. Yes, dinner was quite outdated, but for the times, it was really good. I did like his performance, from being like this crazed scientist, yes, to being like, when people challenged him, he was very serious. He played those levels very well. And a little side note, when you watch the movie, it's not that long, it's only about an hour and 10, it's very random. It just ends. Nothing else, it just sort of just has this, it has this sort of big moment and then a little bit after effect, and it just sort of just happened, and you're just there going, oh, okay. Right, okay. That was it. But it was 1931, so what do you expect? Okay, so my ratings for the film. Considering this was 1931, I'm going to let it go a bit because I thought it was a bit silly here and there, but there were some good bits. The final fight between Victor Frankenstein and the monster was really, really good in my opinion. So I'm going to rate it spooky stupendous. So that was my thoughts and opinions on the film Frankenstein 1931. So, what horror movie should we do next? Should we do something invisible? Or should we do something involving a bride?